to Annistown Kids
Online Worship.
Yay! I hope you've been enjoying our series on God's promises. It's so good to be with you again, and I can't wait to share with you the promise we have today. It's one of my favorites. We're going to talk about fears, being afraid. Campbell, is there anything that you're afraid of?
The dark and Sesame Street.
The dark? You're afraid of the dark? What do you do when you're afraid of the dark?
2 night lights.
2 night lights? Silly girl. And what else did you say?
Sesame Street.
Sesame Street. You're afraid of Sesame Street? Well, they're your friends. Well, we're going to talk about what can we do when we're afraid. There's a great story. It is with Jesus and his disciples. Jesus had been teaching by the Sea of Galilee, and the crowds got so big he had to climb in the boat, and he was teaching from inside the boat, and everybody else was on the shore. And he just got tired, and he said, you know what, guys, let's go to the other side of the sea. So they started rowing the boat. They went to the other side of the Sea of Galilee. Now, the Sea of Galilee was really one big giant lake, but it was known for some storms. It could have storms. Well, Jesus got so tired, you know what he did? He fell asleep in the boat. So the disciples were just, going along, and you know what happened? All of a sudden, there was a big storm. Are you ever afraid of storms? Lightning, thunder? Lightning and thunder. There was a big storm. And now let me tell you, some of these disciples, they were fishermen, and they knew what to do when there was a storm. So they put the sail down, but that didn't stop the storm. Then the boat was starting to get water, so they were like trying to empty water off the boat, and nothing they did would help the boat. It started to sink, and they became very afraid. The disciples became afraid. You know what they did? They went over and they said, Jesus, how can you sleep? We're drowning. What are you doing? Help us. We're drowning. And Jesus, he woke up and he said, quiet, storm, be still. And do you know what happened? The storm stopped. And Jesus said, why are you afraid? Where's your faith? And the disciples, they were no longer afraid of the storm, and they said, wow, we've seen him do a lot of miracles. He would heal people, but they had never seen him calm a storm. And they were like, whoa, who is this man that can calm a storm? He is truly our Lord. And so when we're afraid, all we have to do is trust in Jesus. And this story is found, if you want to read it, it's in entirety. It's found in Mark 4. It's a great story. But I also want to flip back to Psalm 91. It's one of my favorite Psalms. And I would encourage you to read that with your mothers and fathers and your family this week. But it talks about how God will always keep us safe. If we make him Lord and have faith in him, he will keep us safe from all of our fears, all of harm. No harm will ever come to us if we have faith in God. Isn't that a great promise? So when we're afraid, we have to trust in Jesus. Okay? So like if it's dark and your night light goes out, you can say, be still. Jesus is with me. Or if you're watching Sesame Street, I don't know, you can say, Jesus is with me. They're just puppets. Okay? Great. We'll see you next week. So I hope you enjoyed that story about Jesus using his miraculous powers to calm the storm. And we have a song now that talks about Jesus being our superhero. His powers are far greater than any superhero we could ever have. So get on your feet and let's celebrate Jesus today. Here we go.
puts the moon in the sky. He's the one who hung the stars one by one. He's the one who makes the birds sing. He's the one who makes your dreams so high. He's the one who makes me smile. Day by day, Jesus, you're my superhero. You're my star, my best friend. Jesus, you're my superhero. You're my star, my best friend. Yeah, 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 yeah. Better than Spider-Man. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Better than Superman.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Better than Batman.
Jesus, you're my superhero. You're my star, my best friend. Jesus, you're my superhero. You're my star, my best friend. Jesus, you're my superhero. You're my star, my best friend. Jesus, you're my superhero. You're my star, my best friend. Yeah, 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 yeah. Better than Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, 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 yeah.
Better than Bobby.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Better than Action Man.
Better than everyone. Jesus, you're my superhero. You're my star, my best friend. Jesus, you're my superhero. You're my star, my best friend.
Goodbye, we'll see you later. Let me see your alligator snap. Goodbye, we'll see you later. Let me see your alligator snap. Don't forget to pray to God. Don't forget to love each other. Don't forget that God loves you. And don't forget that we love you too. Goodbye, we'll see you later. Let me see your alligator snap. Goodbye, we'll see you later. Let me see your alligator snap. Don't forget to pray to God. Don't forget to love each other. Don't forget that God loves you. And don't forget that we love you too. Goodbye, we'll see you later. Let me see your alligator snap. Goodbye, we'll see you later. Let me see your alligator snap. Goodbye, we'll see you later. Let me see your alligator snap. Goodbye, we'll see you later. Let me see your alligator.
Everybody out there, can you give me one snap? Everybody out there, can you give me two snaps? Everybody out there, can you give me three snaps? Everybody out there, make some noise!
Goodbye, we'll see you later. Let me see your